Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Martin here on Wednesday night, Wednesday 5/6. I'm going to pretend, though, that this is Thursday morning. And I'm going to pretend that because, in all likelihood, you'll be seeing this video on Thursday morning. I'm looking here in Google Classroom at the category titled Week of 5/7 through 5/13. And underneath that, I'm noticing that this week's agenda and materials are posted. Now, each week, that's what I've decided is probably the easiest way to convey information to you is to try to put it all in one post. Sometimes, though, that means it can be a little bit confusing, and that's really the purpose of this video, is to walk you through the agenda and to try to make it as not confusing as I possibly can. So here is what is up scheduled for today. But lasting through next Wednesday. And again, we're doing asynchronous learning, which means do it when you can. Ideally on Thursday when it's released, but doesn't necessarily have to happen on Thursday. Here's what's up. Between today and next Wednesday, please actively, purposefully read the first fifth of Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. In order to be active and purposeful while you read, please pay attention to anything that helps you think about and clarify your why, and meaningful quotes that grab you. If you want to write things down, you could certainly do so in a notebook or on some Post-it notes. But those are the things that I hope you do in order to be active and purposeful. So part 1 is to do some reading. Part 2 is to complete your second of probably 5 or 6 in total quick writes. Please brainstorm and craft that second quick write as directed. So those are the 2 parts of this week's assignment. Underneath this, you'll see in bold, because I really want you to pay attention to this bit of information, that attached, you're going to find all sorts of things below. And even when I scroll down, I see a seemingly overwhelming amount of materials. And I want to explain to you how to use those materials and that it's not as much as it seems to be. First, you're going to find a video of me walking through the agenda and the materials. That is the video you are currently watching. Right now, it's not in the queue because right now I'm recording it, but it'll be in the queue and you will have clicked on it. Attached below, you will find different ways to access Coelho's text. Some of you might prefer to listen to somebody reading the text. You can do that. There are options for that way of accessing the text. Some of you prefer just to read it yourself. In a perfect world, everybody would have a physical copy of the book. Unfortunately, we left school on a Friday and only one group of sophomores was able to get a copy of the book before we left. So anybody in this Block 1 ACE class can read the book in the physical copy, but anybody else who prefers to read the words themselves will have to do so on the screen, and there's a link that could allow you to do that. So there's different ways to access Coelho's text. This video, The Alchemist, pages 3 through 6. Through this video, The Alchemist, pages 30 through 33. That is me reading the text out loud and sharing with you some of the notes that I had written down in my copy of the book. And in some cases, I'll make connections and try to encourage you to think a little bit beyond the words on the page. So that's one way that you could listen to the text and be thoughtful while doing so. If you'd prefer instead to listen to somebody else read the book and not share corresponding commentary, boo-hoo-hoo, that would make me very sad, but you have access to this video here. It's a little bit shorter. It's somebody else's voice, and I think it's up to the 33-minute mark of this video that you would view in order to get through the first fifth of the book. So another way you can access the text is by listening to it here at this YouTube video and watching 33 minutes of it. Those of you that want to just read the book and don't have a physical copy of it, if you were to click here on this link, it'll bring you out to a really good online version of it that Mrs. Ott found for us. Thank you, Mrs. Ott. So different ways to access the text. So to complete number 1 on the agenda, use any of these materials in order to take care of that. As far as the quick write goes, same way as it was last week. Me going through the directions, following the directions, and writing my own quick write to share is what you'll see in this video series. This here is the slides that give the directions. And then finally, this is a timer you could use while writing to make sure that you fill the 10 minutes. I hope that this video sort of clarifies things. And of course, if it does not, email me. I'd love to hear from you, respond to your questions, and make your life as easy as possible as we wrap up the school year. Miss y'all. I'm out.